React versus Next.js. What should you learn first? Here is my take on this. So, starting with why is really important. Why are you learning React or Next? So there are two different paths, or there would be two different answers to it, right? Are you learning to get a new job or switch to a new job? Or is it your personal interest or a hobby, or you want to build a startup, right? So if you're choosing the path number one to get a job, I'll go back to my browser and let's search for, I'm already in the browser actually. I'll go to naukri.com. Let's think practically, right? Let's search for the Next.js jobs. And there are like 6,439 probably Next.js jobs. And obviously they're not like all of them are Next.js jobs. If you see here, right? So they're asking for Node, React, Next. The React is there. Look at it. React is there. Nowhere they have mentioned like they only need Next probably. Here they have mentioned Next, but JavaScript is there, frontend is there, React, Next.js developer, specifically Next.js. Okay, here JavaScript is there. So there are so many jobs I would say in Next.js, but still they're asking for React. That is important. Now I'm going to search for React.js jobs. That more like 17,000, so 6,000 and 17,000. You can do the comparison here directly on the naukri.com, right? And even for the Next.js jobs, they were asking for the React. So obviously I can see React is a clear winner here. I'll go back to my presentation now and I'll present again with the full screen. Okay, so why there are more jobs in React as compared to Next? The reason is there are so many projects which are already built in React in an industry. So there are a lot of projects which are already in React. So it's not easy for a company or organization to migrate or upgrade to a new technology. I can tell you, like, we are still using React 16 version in our projects. Upgrading to 18 is a challenge for us, right? So upgrades are challenging. It needs time and investment, money to upgrade or upgrade to a new technology. Management is concerned about stability. The product is already running in production. The users are using it, and if you're thinking of upgrading or migrating to new technology, right? It creates concern around stability of the product. It requires a lot of testing, and getting resources would be a challenge, right? Because now there are a lot of resources around React.js, right? You have some learning curve to learn Next.js from React, right? So obviously it is going to take time. So management is concerned about resources also. What will happen if I have a Next.js resource right now, and what if he leaves tomorrow, he or she leaves the job right tomorrow, who is going to take care of it? So these are some of the things, right, you should consider. I'm working in industry for more than 17 years now, and I know upgrades are really challenging. Now, if you're taking the second path, you're learning it for a hobby or a startup, I would say go for it. You learn Next.js directly, but again, you need to come back and ask this question, right? So what did you do when you started learning React, right? You first learn JavaScript, at least basics of JavaScript, because JavaScript is must for React. Similarly, Next is nothing but React Plus. It's more better version of React, I can say, right? So obviously you need to learn React first before you move on to Next. So I'm coming to the conclusion basically. But if you're building a startup, right, and if you want to directly move into Next.js, I think you can go for it. There is no issue. So my conclusion, my personal take, this is based on my experience in the industry. Like I've been working, I am still coding in React. So you should learn React before moving on to Next.js. There's nothing wrong in upgrading to new technologies, learning technologies, but you need to look into the market, what has been used in the market, and you need to go as per the demand. I mean, people go towards hype, they go towards hype, they follow the hype, but you need to think practically on the ground what is working and what is actually getting used. There's nothing wrong in learning new things. I am also a voracious learner. I keep learning new things. So you definitely learn Next.js, but you should know React also. I think this video might have helped you to understand like which technology to choose between React and Next. This question is there, right? What should I learn? So hopefully I've answered this question. I'm going to see you in the next video. Until then, you take care and goodbye.